Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 3:27 p.m. on September 13th, 2025 in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's 23 degrees outside on a sunny afternoon in the city. In this video, I travel for 1.8 kilometers starting at Granville SkyTrain Station, then stroll south on Granville, west on Nelson and Comox, and then south on Thurlow and west on Davie. Ending my trek at Jim Deva Plaza. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me a super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforestwood. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe.
Is there any more?
Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Just walking out here on Granville Street right now. It is a bright sunny day here on the strip. We're headed on over to Jim Deva Plaza. I'm going to meet up with a friend, so come on with me as I make my way from Granville Station over here to Jim Deva Plaza. Just coming down here to top up my card so I can get around the city tomorrow. Such is life. I usually have a bus pass, and I do right now too, but it's good to have a little bit of extra cash on your card when you need it. Across the street right here, this is the intersection of Granville and West Georgia. So busy. So busy.
Spend all your time with the jam. For a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason.
That guy's awesome. I gotta love his gusto. It's great to see people out doing what they enjoy. He enjoys coming out and busking on the street, bringing a smile to people's faces. Very cool, very cool. So we're going to turn off of Granville Street here because it is really quite sunny, and head on over to the, maybe not off of Granville, but over to the shadier side of the street. We won't have too many more days of this beautiful sun, so something to be embraced and something that a lot of Vancouverites are embracing. We got a scramble crossing. And scrambling across. Granville is just chock full of restaurants. It's also our bar street, so you'll find a lot of bars out here as well. Some of them won't even open until the weekend, so some of them aren't even open 5 days a week. They look rather abandoned during the week, but trust me, there's a very nice bar behind there. Very nice bar. So we're approaching Nelson Street up here. Oh wait, we passed Nelson. We're on Smythe. So welcome to Smythe. That's the old Cinema Public House on over there. That's unfortunately closed now. Yeah, and this is Smythe and Granville Street. Across the street here. Looks like there's a soccer game happening over at the Irish pub. Yeah, we got the Whitecaps in today. That was our hometown team. And Dublin calling gets busy when the hometown team is playing. I'm sure there's a pile of people. If it's a home game over at the stadium, but if it's an away game, that's usually when you get the bars more filled up with the crowd. So it's probably an away game. And not always. Not always. Sorry. My brains are falling out. Just had an itch on the outside of my ear. Let's cross the street here. And then we're gonna head up on Nelson. This is Nelson here. I thought we passed it already. Man, it must be one of those days. Some days I'm just like right on. Some days I'm a little off, and that's okay. That's just life. You work, you get tired, you take rest and respite, but sometimes you're just still tired. Oh Nelly, oh Nelly. Let's keep going. We're not that far away. Yeah, it'll be good. Be able to meet up with my buddy. This is the intersection of Howe Street and Nelson Street. And across the street here, this is the law offices. This is part of the courthouse here. You got the Supreme Court, the BC Court, as well as the Appeals Court. And there's probably more than that. Probably a good call. There's a nice little wet spot there. Don't want to take your board through that. The wheels don't stick. Oh, you can be in for a bad spill. Intersection of Hornby and Nelson Street. there's our turn. Let's go. I'll head up the stairs over here at the Wow Center. The Wow Center is the Vancouver's Sheraton Hotel Conference Center. 2 giant towers with hotel spaces in there, as well as conference centers, restaurants, the whole 9 yards. So it gets cool. Very, very cool on over here. When they had the Invictus Games for the war veterans on over here, this is a very popular place for the generals and stuff that also come to those events. They come and meet, talk about world events, smooth, and most importantly, support their veterans and their current soldiers that are down here as well, supporting them. So that's just what happens whenever you get a bunch of military people together. They're not necessarily divulging secrets, but they are chatting it up. It's their wheelhouse. I think we'll wait here. Hit it a few times, it will eventually change. This is the intersection of Burrard and Helmicon. Helmicon Street's a little further down there, but, or actually this is Burrard and Comox here. Helmicon comes up there, but then Comox comes right down here and ends here. So Burrard and Comox, I stand corrected. I do make mistakes, I am human. Oh my gosh, shocking. There's Burrard Street for you. Head along Comox here. Looks like I need to change my battery. That happens every once in a while. So you reach into the bag, you pull out the backup battery. And there we go. Let's make the switch. Almost there. Oh no, I put it on backwards. There we go. Back to normal. There we go. She's back in the bag. We're good to go. So we got Nelson Park behind us, got Comox Street in front of us, and we'll head down Thurlow Street on over here. And this will take us on over to the Davie Village. And within the Davie Village, that's where we have Jim Deva Plaza. Jim Deva being one of the activists in the gay community back in the day who worked during the AIDS crisis. This is what I've learned from people that have lived in the neighborhood for a long time. And of course, they all say he was a good guy, so that's all I know. He was a good guy. Fair enough. Fair enough. You got a plaza named after him, so that's where we're gonna head on over in the Davie Village. And that plaza is over at Butte and Davie Street. And it's part of the old Butte Street that used to go all the way through in Davie. But yeah, they built a pedestrian square there, and now it's in a really cool area just to hang out. Sometimes they have music there. Sometimes things get a little wacky and there's interesting people there. But it just provides another public commons for people to be able to enjoy and share in the community. So it has multiple uses. Let's head on over there right now. One of many trucks heading through the laneways. And people park their cars in the laneways. They use the laneways for shortcuts. It's also where you have your garbage services go most of the time too. For a lot of the buildings, both in the downtown and the West End. And here in the Davie Village, we are technically in the West End. So, yeah, welcome to the West End. Okay, let's cross the street. We're crossing Davie. So we've crossed Davie. And I'm gonna come off of Thurlow now. And Jim Deva Plaza is just up the way here. Not too far away. There's an assortment of different restaurants in the area, services for the locals like barber shops and stuff like that. So it's both a tourist area on over here, but also a very, very local area. Here in the West End, we are in one of the more densely populated areas here in the city. And one of the most densely populated areas in all of Canada too. So you'll get a lot of people from the queer community choosing to live on over here, as well as people from outside of the queer community too. We just don't have a problem, or better said, are okay with living in and around in this area. There's a lot of good people down here. There's some people that are a little more interesting than other ones, but most of the time in this area, you got some really nice salt of the earth people here. I just happen to mostly be from the queer community. And not everyone who works here either. There's a lot of business owners that just really enjoy this area. And it's a great area, and the community supports their businesses. So it's a good exchange. Well, here's Jim Deva Plaza right here, so I'm just gonna wait for my friend, but thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. And that's Beat Street.